Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the Inspire Life Dinner. Tonight, we gather to celebrate 15 incredible years of Turning Point's ministry to our community, a legacy built on love, hope, and life. Thank you for being here to honor the lives touched and the impact made through Turning Point's mission. We invite you now to watch a special video that captures the past, present, and future of Turning Point, showing the heart of this ministry and the vision we share for the years ahead. Turning Point Pregnancy Resource Center began with a vision to support and empower women facing difficult decisions. 15 years later, that vision has grown, shaped by compassion, faith, and the stories of those who have walked through our doors.
My name is Rebecca Wells. I have been Center Director at Turning Point for 15 years, and this is
Sue Polk. I am former board chair and then became the money person.
Tell us how you got the vision for Turning Point.
Well, it actually started about 40 years ago. We were attending a church where there were 4 teenage girls that were all pregnant at the same time, and 3 of them got married before their babies were born, and one was left being a single mom. I felt a strong need to help them at that time.
I'm adopted, and if it had not been for my birth mother choosing life, I wouldn't be here. And I've always known I was adopted. And Rebecca and I got talking one day, and she said that she was adopted, and I said, me too. And we just instantly, just had that connection. After we got the ground floor ready, we had a board of directors, and of course I'm not a fundraiser. I don't do money, I can't do that well. But I knew that we had to have a new building or some place that we thought it would be a good idea if we were close to the hospital, just for medical ideas. And I had a retired doctor call me and say, I've got a building if you're interested. And some of us went over to look at his building, and it was like, yes, this is it. So my husband Gerald suggested that we check with the legislative delegation to see if they might donate some money. And it was like, okay. So he and I went over and talked to the delegation, and I told them what our dreams were. And one of the men said, well, we'll give you $25,000 just from the our group. And then he said, but you know what? If you'll raise $25,000, I will give you $25,000. And I said, huh? I'm getting goosebumps now thinking about it. And 2 days later, the doctor said, so how are we doing? And I said, well, we've got your $75,000. And he said, well, that was a God thing. We went out to just about all of the churches and told them what we were doing. And from there, we had volunteers that would come, people who would donate. I mean, it was just, God's hand was just on the whole thing.
Since that first day, Turning Point has grown, becoming a place of refuge and support for countless women and families in our community. It's more than a center. It's a community that has come together to serve with love, care, and an unwavering commitment to life. This legacy of love continues today through our dedicated staff and volunteers who pour their hearts into this mission, creating moments of impact that stay with them long after each day is done.
My name is Anita, and I have been volunteering at Turning Point for 9 years. The first time I saw an ultrasound, it just kind of blew me away when the heartbeat showed up. After I retired, I did not intend to stay home. So I had all this free time. I've got to do something. And I saw an article in the Jackson magazine that was interviewing Rebecca about the center. In that article, she mentioned that they needed volunteers. So I thought, I can do that. I believe in babies. And
Each volunteer and staff member at Turning Point experiences this work in deeply personal ways, seeing firsthand the impact on women and families in our community.
My name is Melissa, and I've been volunteering for about 2.5 years. My philosophy is that we don't have to do this. We get to. We get to be the hands and feet of Jesus. We get to provide the needs, physical needs. We also provide education for parenting, new parenting with other children as well, and for single moms.
Then there's our ultrasound technician, a quiet hero, creating some of the most unforgettable moments of all. One of the most powerful moments is when a mother sees her baby on the screen for the first time.
I am Melissa Hancock. I've been at Turning Point for 2 years this month, and I am the nurse sonographer. So the role is to speak life into these pregnancies, that to show them that their baby is a viable at conception, that this is a living being, and that during an ultrasound, again, I always, if it's early on, just pray that the Lord shows a heartbeat, and I always try to teach them what's happening through the ultrasound to their body and how the baby's growing already. I had a client just this year that was abortion-minded, had her mind set on having an abortion, and asked for an ultrasound just to confirm pregnancy and see how far along she was. We was able to see the heartbeat and listen, and she requested a picture of the baby, and after the ultrasound was over, she cried over the picture, and later on that evening sent a message saying that she decided to have an abortion. But as the weekend went on, she reached out again, and I set her up with a lady that had an abortion and talked to, and she decided not to. And now she is delivering in a few months, and she's having a baby girl. Being there with these women as a mentor, as just a person who is on their side, being in their corner, being their encouragement that they don't have from their family, getting to know these women on a different level. We follow their pregnancy, we see their babies, it just becomes part of a family feel for us. I feel like that, we're part of the whole process, and it's very rewarding, I guess you would say. And we had a lady last year that took the abortion pill and was out of state and had all the signs of an abortion, and come to us requesting an ultrasound because she felt like she was still pregnant. And this was about 2 months after the fact. And sure enough, she was still pregnant with that baby, and doing very well. The measurements were right on track. She got into the OB the very next week, and the baby was born healthy. And yes, and she still comes and sees us too on a regular basis, and she's doing great. Yeah.
Our executive director, like each member of the Turning Point family, is motivated by faith, knowing that each act of service has the power to change lives.
Hi, my name is Mariah Pierce, and I'm the executive director of Turning Point. And I recently got married in March, so it was Epps and now it's Pierce. So we had this one client who took the abortion pill and regretted it immediately and didn't take the second part of it. And then she felt something and came and called us and did an ultrasound, and she had a viable baby. And then she went to her doctor and she carried the baby to full term, and the baby is healthy and happy. And she is so, so grateful. She came in the other day with and she has other children, and she came in with the baby and other children, and just listening to her, she was just had so much gratitude. She was just so grateful for the support that we gave her and the guidance and all the materials.
The women who come to us are often scared, feeling alone or overwhelmed, but we offer more than practical resources. We offer a community, a safe space, and the love of Christ.
So they turn to us because, so some of it, most of it is financial, and a lot of them live in bad situations. So it may be a boyfriend or a husband who is not kind to them. We see homeless couples and sometimes homeless women that come in and need care. So, you know, our main focus is mama and baby, and that's who we're ministering to. So they have all these external things going on, but we can go in and help them meet their needs as a mama, and maybe they're scared about that.
This impact would not be possible without the local churches, individuals, and community partners who walk alongside us, providing the financial and spiritual support we need. We are grateful for every prayer, every volunteer hour, and every donation that has made this journey possible. Your support is the lifeblood of this ministry, helping us reach those in need with love, support, and a message of hope.
So, I mean, obviously we always need prayer, always for the clients and for us. And then obviously financial. We are nonprofit. 100% of every dollar we get goes straight into the center. And I like to say that every dollar matters. Every dollar goes towards, you know, the electricity or the insurance that pays for our building, or you know, our ultrasound machine that needs to, you know, they have to come and maintain it, our salaries, the nurse, all the things. So the financial is huge. We would have to close the doors if there were no more donations or people did not support Turning Point. So this dinner, our 5K, and then monthly giving is very, very important.
This is what my husband writes on the check that he writes every month. Making babies great again, or saving more babies. And that's what we're there for, is to save more babies.
Over the last 2 years, when I came on, ultrasounds was just few and far between. So in the first year I was there, we done around maybe 50. Our clientele has increased tremendously this year alone. We've already done over 100 ultrasounds. We've had over 200 visits. We are booming.
As we reflect on 15 years of Turning Point's impact, we see a legacy built on hope, courage, and the unwavering belief that every life is precious. But this journey is far from over. Every heartbeat, every mother's smile, every life saved is a testament to what's possible when a community stands together. Imagine a future where every baby in Jackson County has a chance at life, where every mother feels supported and every family finds strength and hope. This is the future we're building together. But to make it a reality, we need you. Your support, whether as a donor, a volunteer, or a prayer warrior, fuels this mission. It's your generosity that keeps our doors open, your compassion that gives a mother courage, and your commitment that strengthens families and transforms lives. So tonight, let us stand together for life. Let's give each baby a chance, each mother a choice rooted in hope, and make Jackson County a stronger, more compassionate community. Will you join us? Will you be part of the story, the mission, the legacy of Turning Point? Together, we can make a difference that echoes into generations. Thank you for believing in life. Thank you for believing in hope. And thank you for believing in the future we are building, one life at a time.